Welcome, Colts fans. Tom Williams here with the Colts Corral. Jumping in to say hi and apologize for not being here. It's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these, and I apologize for that. Certain things came up and wasn't able to get on here with you, but I wanted to jump in today and just talk about what's going on. It's so funny to hear all these rumors and what are the Colts going to do? Who are they going to get? What quarterback we're going to get? Carson's done. I give up. Let me start this off by saying this. There's three people in this world that know what we're going to do. Jim Irsay, Chris Ballard, Frank Reich. That's it. Nobody else knows. None of the national guys. Chris Mortensen, sorry, he might be tied in with Jim Irsay. He doesn't know. Adam Schefter doesn't know. None of those guys know. Dan Dockich, JMV from the local guys here on the radio, they don't know. They can guess just like I can, but they don't know. None of the other local podcasts about the Colts, Bring the Juice, Colts Law. I love those podcasts. Kent Sterling, but they don't know. I mean, they're just throwing out things that possibly could happen or they wish they would happen. We don't know. I just hope, I guess JMV said it best when I was listening to his show the other day. If the Colts are really done with Carson, then they've got something working. They've got a plan, and they know what they're doing. I just can't. There is no move out there on a free agent level that's going to be an upgrade, in my opinion, to Carson Wentz. Jameis Winston? No. Ryan Fitzpatrick? No. Kirk Cousins? No. Who else? That's pretty much it. Marcus Mariota? No. These are all, at the best, lateral moves. We're not going to give away Carson Wentz and whatever for a lateral move. What's the purpose? And this is the point I want to make. I don't care if we sign Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, for God's sakes, anybody. We put, Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. It doesn't matter who we get. If we don't have weapons for those guys to throw to, it doesn't matter. No one's going to be successful in the QB1 position for the Colts. We've got to get weapons. So I hope those three guys over on 56th Street can sit down and figure out that we need wide receiver weapons. If we had that with our running game, you don't need to touch the running backs. We're set. Don't touch the offensive line. If we have to bring Fish back for one more year, so be it. We got Mike Pryor. We got Eric Fisher. If we bring him back, you got Big Q. You got Ryan Kelly. You got Braden Smith, Chris Reed, Danny Pinner. I'd love to see Glow come back, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But we have a great offensive line. Don't touch that. We're set there. Chris Ballard always says we got to win from inside out. Well, the offensive line is set. Don't mess with it. We just need weapons. We don't know if T.Y. is coming back. T.Y., in my opinion, I love him to death. Great Colt. But he's probably going to retire. He was thinking about it last year after the neck injury. And I just don't see him coming back. I'd love to see him come back as a wide receivers coach or a special assistant to the wide receiver coach. He's a great locker room guy. Those guys respect the hell out of him. They listen to him. But I just don't see him coming back. So if we get some weapons, that will make a huge difference. I think it'll make a huge difference in the run game as well. That's going to open up more lanes and things for JT to run. So please, I know Chris or Jim or Frank, they're not going to see this podcast, but if I was sitting here and I could talk to them, please get some offensive weapons. That's what we need. Keep Carson. Give him a chance. Give him that full training camp, full off season, full training camp. Let him work with his guys and see what we can do. Don't throw away the farm to get one person in here, because that person's not going to be successful with the team you're going to put out there on the field with him. You got to add more to it. And if you spend everything to get that quote unquote super quarterback, we're not going to be able to do anything. And then then what are we going to do? Then we're sunk for the next 2 or 3 years. I don't want to see that. Give Carson a chance. We've got plenty of holes to fill, and he needs to fill. On the defensive side of the ball, we need to get a pass rusher. We got to get some vet in here that Quiddy and Dio can learn from. We really missed, in my opinion, Justin Houston. Should have kept him. I think it would have made a big difference. Or even Danico. Granted, Danico had a great season with Tennessee. I don't think he was ever that dominant when he was here. But good system for him. I'm happy for him. Glad he's working out in Tennessee. But we need somebody like that. We got to. And there's a lot of good pass rushers out there that are free agents. As long as Chris can get one of them, we need to do it. Now, granted, people understand, just because they're a free agent, people seem to think, well, if they're out there, you can go get them. No, they have to want to come here. Now, it's a two-way street. You might want them, but if they don't want to come here, they're not coming. Just because they're a free agent doesn't mean they automatically, you can just pick them off a tree and say, here, come in here. Doesn't work like that. So, you gotta pay them. And I think this is a great team for free agents to come to. We're so close. But we've got that quarterback, at least for 2022, in my opinion. Get him some weapons and see what happens. If it doesn't work, then in 2023, Carson's gone. We draft somebody. I don't know if there's anybody in the draft this year that we could get and work with and develop for a starting QB. I don't know. But I know there's some good ones coming out next year. So maybe we wait till next year to get that long-term solution. But you got to have somebody, and it doesn't make sense to spend a lot of money and draft picks for a lateral movement. Jimmy G, no, I just don't see it. So I just wanted to jump on here and, kind of talk about all this. Eventually, I'm setting up this channel where I can get some friends of mine to pop on here and we can have discussions about these. I love the off season, and it's fun to talk about it. It's one of the best times of the season because everybody's wondering what we're going to do, who we're going to get, who we should get, and it's fun to have these discussions. So we'll get that set up, and I apologize for not being on here sooner, but we're back, and we'll be doing these at least once a week, and probably more than that with everything that's going on in the off season. I get up every morning wondering, hey, is this going to be the day when we finally hear what's going on, who they've signed, who they're thinking about taking? It's probably going to be a while, at least probably not until March, so probably not even until mid-March before we know. But it sure is fun talking about. So take care, Colts fans. We'll talk to you soon here from the corral, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.